With almost 2 weeks to go, AFCON is upon us. And as I told you, we are going to be giving you a lot of backstories, a lot of things happening in the lead up to AFCON 2025. And we call it a road to AFCON. And today, we are going to be talking about Nigeria. Nigeria is in focus today. We're going to be talking about their chances of, winning this year's AFCON. And, Nigeria has been one of the traditional countries when it comes to AFCON. Not the most successful, but they've chalked a lot of successes. Not recently, though, but, hopefully, I think their recent success was the semi-finals, and where they ended second against Cote d'Ivoire. That's the recent one. Yeah. Hopefully, this time around, they would take it to the latter and win the trophy. I mean, we don't know what's going to happen, but we are here to, look at the chances and see what is happening with Nigeria heading to AFCON. I mean, barely 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Don't forget, FIFA has announced that clubs would release their players, 15th, on the 15th, a week to AFCON. And that has also generated a lot of conversations. And probably we'll just start with that, and then we touch into Nigeria briefly as well. First of all, do you think that, you are a coach, do you think that 1 week to, AFCON, releasing players is a good idea?
Well, ideally, it is not.
Right.
Every coach would love to have his team around him for
a long
some time, for some basically a couple of weeks.
Right.
But in this situation, I think we all have no choice. It is that time of a year that even though some of the players are not even happy, they are leaving their clubs to come, because it's mostly affects
when
they get back.
Right.
If one way or the other, before you get back, somebody has already occupied your position and is doing well.
You have to go and
fight again. So 1 week to prepare for a major tournament like AFCON is really not a good idea. But hey, what can we do in these instances? So ideally, no. That's your question. Is it enough? No.
There's also another conversation around the fact that this period is actually not the period for the countries to prepare.
Exactly.
You should have prepared and be ready for the AFCON before the players are released and all of that. And you cannot use this period to kind of, get your players together.
No, it's really going to be difficult.
Exactly. Yeah. So it means that it shouldn't be a problem for the countries if they, if they mean business.
Well, yes, of course, it shouldn't be, but somehow, it still affects some of the teams, because you remember a lot of them will have to invite new players.
Right.
So this is basically their first time for some players to come. So they will need some time to work together and then get used to some of the weather. Even in Africa, some of them haven't really got the opportunity to be in Africa that much, especially those players coming from Europe.
I tend to stand with FIFA a lot more with this, because if you are to invite new players, there have been several, international breaks that you could have taken the opportunity to. It's a lengthy conversation.
Yeah.
But then, one country I don't think this might affect is Nigeria, because Nigeria has been playing the World Cup qualifiers and even the playoffs and all of that. And so I think Nigeria, in a way, should be ready, prepared for this particular game. Let's look at Nigeria. Coming from the fact that they were runners-up in the last AFCON, generally, do you think Nigeria has, what it takes to pick it this year? Obviously, if you are runners-up, it means that you can also be the winner in the subsequent one.
Well, of course, quality-wise, Nigeria have the quality. No doubt about that. They have that quality in depth to be able to match up any African country in this tournament. However, I feel like they haven't lived up to that expectation. They still lack something. I'm really struggling to understand why they're still struggling to understand each other. They're still struggling to even have a good game. Without one particular person, I think the Nigerian team is in a mess.
So
it's kind of a big issue in the part of, or on the part of Nigeria. How will they find a way around the absence of Victor Osimhen if he's not available? You know, he can't be available all the time. So for me, their biggest problem is to find a solution to that. Whenever Victor Osimhen is not available,
there's a problem.
There's a big problem. There's a big gap. They just,
and that's the fact.
Collapses.
That's the fact. That's the fact.
They collapses without him. And for me, he's a human. He can't be available all the time. So,
and even if he's available, fatigue can set in and affect his performance.
And he may not have the best game all the time.
Right.
So I think, yes, they have quality, but to be able to stand up for all these other countries in this area, it's going to be difficult. It's really going to be difficult because I've seen them, play. I've observed them perform, especially in their couple of games previously and in the playoffs. So they really didn't impress me with those quality that they have. So for me, I think there are better countries in this tournament this year than Nigeria. That's what I'll say basically.
So you don't think Nigeria has a chance?
I wouldn't say they don't have a chance, but I like I said,
it's going to be tough.
It's going to be very tough for them because they basically a one-man team.
Right.
So if that person doesn't have a good game, they are off.
Wow. But do you also think that this issue that we've been talking, because if you look at a couple of games, Nigeria, there are some of the games that they are really good, especially the Nigeria-South Africa game that ended in 1-1. I mean, fantastic performance from Nigeria and South Africa as well. It was as if it was a World Cup final, and they play some of the games and you go like, yo, this is not. Do you what is to blame for that inconsistency? Do you think that, when the game is a big game, they want to show up, and when it is maybe like not, like there's no hype around the game, like everybody is just, the zeal to play is not there. Like, it's not as if the players are not capable, but it's like they don't have the morale to play. They are not interested.
So there are some particular games you don't need anything to play. You don't need, even if you don't want to play, you will play by force. So Nigeria played that South Africa game with that mentality.
Right.
It's natural between these two countries, Nigeria, South Africa. There's a lot between them. So naturally, it sparks whenever they meet. It's the same thing as Nigeria, Ghana.
Right.
That connection, that rivalry is there. You don't need to be at the top to compete together in this kind of game. So I think that's what happened in that game against South Africa.
Right.
Naturally, they grow into their spirit. That's in that game.
In these kinds of games.
They don't, need too much. It just comes naturally. So I think that's what happened.
But Nigeria has gotten into a couple of, shake-ups, if I should call it. The first of it is the captain, Trust Ekong, resigning after he was even named in the provisional squad. We also have their goalkeeper, Nwabali, having an injury that possibly might take him out of the AFCON. Do you think that, this is going to be a major challenge for Nigeria as well? Trust Ekong has been in the Nigerian team for over 10 years. Yeah. And we've all seen his impact, especially in the last AFCON, his leadership and all of that. Do you think that this would be part of the problems Nigeria is going to face?
It's a big disadvantage in this time.
Right. Especially a goalkeeper.
Right. And your captain. It's going to be difficult for Nigeria. Let's face the facts. With them, they still struggle. Now, talk less more of them not being available. So it's going to be really difficult for Nigeria. Who are they going to replace? Who is coming in to replace them? Very two key individuals. Who is coming in to replace them? That's a big question. I heard a lot of rumors that Tosin Adarabioyo is coming.
Right.
Can he even try to match up? I doubt even Nigerians themselves would love to see Tosin in their team. I doubt. Or that quality from the leader.
Maybe Tosin might come to exhibit a different, character or a different personality altogether. Maybe he might come and change something. I mean, football is such that you never can tell.
I know, I know, but what I'm saying is, with the high tempo, with the level of intensity in this African football, I don't see Tosin, coping at all. I don't see that. So it's going to be a big hole in the defense, because two key members in the heart of defense, that's going to affect them really bad. I'm just waiting to see who they'll call upon to come in and then replace these two.
They also have one of their players, Benjamin Frederick, who plays for FC Denda, injured, might be missing the AFCON.
Yeah.
Do you think that there is going to be a more quality replacement for him in the squad? I mean, don't forget also that we have top players in the Nigerian squad.
We still have quality.
This is AFCON, and so probably something Nigeria might pull off something. Let's forget about the qualifiers that we had and all of that.
I mean, Nigeria definitely, we know they have quality. Lukman, Chukwueze,
my man. Look at what Chukwueze is doing in the Premier League.
Yes,
a player to watch in this AFCON.
AFCON, of course.
Right.
Yes, they have quality. They have top individuals in the team. But like I said, they lack that togetherness. They lack that cohesion, that teamwork, especially when Victor is not around. So I want to plead with them. Whatever they have to do, Nigerian Football Federation, whatever they have to do to keep Victor Osimhen available all the time.
Make him happy.
Make it happy.
Make him happy.
Get him the needed support.
I saw a picture where he was being massaged and his hands were pulled left.
Yeah.
I saw a post and they said they are begging. they don't want to hear before AFCON that Victor Osimhen is injured.
Yes.
We don't want to hear that.
They have to do whatever
they can. It's going to be a big problem.
They have to do whatever they can. If Victor is in that team, they're a different machine altogether.
Right.
So that's what I want to see Nigeria do. Get him all available all the time.
Do you think Victor will be the best candidate for the next captainship of
Absolutely, because he has that passion. Yes, I think aside Ndidi, I don't see anybody who is perfect for that role than Victor.
And who has been consistent in the Nigerian
exactly
team, yeah.
That passion, if he's able to translate that passion, the passion that he has for the national team to the other members of the squad, I think they will be perfect. So Victor or Ndidi, but I think it's Ndidi for now before Victor. Yeah.
But there are also conversations about the fact that Ndidi is growing old and the experience is there, but probably his legs might not be able to carry him that long.
Yeah.
Do you think that Ndidi has a role to play, can play can make a difference in this particular
of course
AFCON?
Absolutely, he still has a big role to play, especially now that they've lost their leader. They need that in the squad currently. They have a very young people. They have a very young players in the team, and they might need some guidelines. They might need some ushering into the real structure and the history of the team. So of course, even if you're not going to give him so much time, but he should be in the squad. He should be around the team, and it's definitely going to help the young boys in the team.
Which are the young boys, the young players you think people should look out for in the Nigerian squad?
Definitely Chukwueze is number one for me. I think he's been tearing the Premier League, as we said, and I was really happy to see him in the Fulham team doing so well, because he moved to Italy and it didn't really play out well for him. Now he's in the Premier League doing it very, very well, and I think he's a player to watch out. He's number one player in that Nigerian team. I want people to watch out for.
The goalkeeping department, there are considerations that Uzo, who we've seen in Ghana, play against Ghana, and all of that. He might be they want to replace if Nwabali is not coming. what do you think his experience is like? Do you think he can fit into the shoe of, I mean, the very dependable Nwabali?
It's going to be tough for him in the beginning if he's not able to get himself some needed confidence in the beginning to settle in. As we've seen how he performed previously, it's going to be a big blow if he can't fill in, because this is his time. I mean, I don't see a better time than this
to take advantage.
So this is just a right and a perfect time for him to step in and try to redeem himself and be able to stick with the national team for some time. This is just the perfect, and I think he can do it, provided he is prepared mentally.
Right. Do you have any other thing to add to?
I think Nigeria should just do what I say. If it's going to take all the pastors in Nigeria to pray for Osimhen to be all right all the time, they have to
Osimhen FC.
And that's the fact. That is the fact.
Right.
That's what they have to do.
They should give him all the bonuses he needs.
Give him anything he asks for.
Osimhen must be a powerful man in Nigeria right now.
Currently, he is.
Wow.
He's the soul of the team. He's the soul of the team. It was clearly, visible in the game against DR Congo. The moment he left the team, they were crushed. They couldn't play. They couldn't do anything.
Right.
So for me, yes, they have to do. That's what they have to do if they want to, do well in this AFCON.
Right. Guys, please make Osimhen happy if Nigeria should proceed or should progress in this AFCON. Guys, let us know your thoughts in the comment section. As usual, my name is Prince Amdan, and this is the road to AFCON. We'll be talking about a lot of other African countries that are participating in the AFCON. And I mean, big shout outs to all our subscribers, all our followers. Since we came back, I don't know the word to use, but the reception has been amazing again, and we just can't love you less, man. Thank you very much, and keep supporting. We'll keep making you happy all the time. Subscribe if you are watching for the first time, and also like the video. We'll be back with more. Peace. We out.